This is the CrowPanel Advanced 10.1 inch screen. At first glance, it looks like a regular 10-inch portable monitor, but it's actually something a little different. You can't plug in an HDMI cable and use it as a secondary monitor for your laptop or desktop. Instead, this is a programmable touchscreen built around an ESP32 microcontroller. Think of it more like a giant Arduino with a touchscreen. So basically what that means is, if you want to use it, you'll need to write software for it. EleCrow supports platforms like Arduino and FS Code, so having at least a basic understanding of microcontroller programming will help you make your life much easier when using this device. So EleCrow did send this device over for me to review, but I'm not being compensated for it, so just keep that in mind. You can purchase this display by itself or with some additional accessories, which we'll talk about later. But for now, let's talk about the CrowPanel itself. Now again, this is not a traditional display. There's no HDMI. There's two USB Type-C ports for power and programming, some speaker ports, and a few other ports for programming additional devices that you connect to the display. There's I2C here, an SD card slot, again, ports for speakers, and there's a wireless module port for other accessories that you can attach to this display. If you are completely new to microcontrollers, I wouldn't recommend trying to build something from scratch on day one. The first thing I did was load EleCrow's demo codes, and that just basically gets you started, like the classic hello world and things of that nature. That confirmed the hardware was working properly, and it gave me a solid starting point. Now, I'm not a programmer, so I definitely did some vibe coding using AI. You just have to make sure that all of your libraries are in the correct folders and whatnot. The included speakers will get you by if you need sound. There's nothing to write home about, honestly. The touchscreen is very responsive. You can swipe from the bottom to navigate like you would an Android or an iOS device. Now, what excites me most about this display is not the actual display, but what you can build with it. I can see this becoming a dedicated display for Home Assistant. They do make modules that support Zigbee, so if you are into smart home devices that support Zigbee, you have that option. This would make an excellent dashboard for Home Assistant. And if you have Zigbee supported devices in your Home Assistant setup, they do make a wireless module that attaches to the back of the display. They also make a couple other modules that support LoRa and Halo. Now, as of recording this video, the CrowPanel runs for about $54 US. The wireless modules can be bought separately, and they range between $4 US and $16 US. Going back to the example of using this as a mounted dashboard, I certainly appreciate the ability to use this display without running cables because it's all wireless. You just have to find a way to power this, either Type-C or battery. Now, I haven't decided quite how I'm going to use this panel for my personal usage yet, but if you guys are interested in seeing something running specifically on the CrowPanel 10-inch, let me know down in the comments. Thanks again to EleCrow for sending us this panel to check out, and I will see you in the next video.